Okay, so welcome. I'll be sharing my screen. This is our second live class. Entire screen. So confirm. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is where we stopped. You guys can see the screen, right?
Yes.
Emmanuel, can you see the screen? Delete. Okay. Um,
Okay.
Isaiah, can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Temple, can you see the screen?
I can see you.
Okay. So this is where we stopped in the last tutorial. But I added icons here at the bottom. So this is where we stop. I will be continuing. Let me just open it live server. Sorry, I'm using a different kind of live server. So okay. So I'll be talking about responsive design. Okay, so far we have just been coding a basic website. Okay, a basic blog website here, tech blog website. Our project is going to be something far more beautiful than this. So I'm just using this for teaching only. Chidera, admit. So I'm just using this for teaching only. So I'm going to be teaching you guys responsive design. So when it comes to responsive design, there are about different screen sizes in CSS, okay, or on a website, okay. So there is a screen size for tab, okay. There's a screen size for mobile, okay, and the screen size for desktop, okay, and bigger laptops and all that. So the basic screen size for mobile is 500 pixel in width. So I'll just use 500. You guys are seeing, right? So the basic screen size for tablet, you can use 800. Not some tabs are bigger than 800. Okay, some tabs are smaller than 800, but I'm just using 800. Okay, the basic screen size for minimum laptop or desktop is like 1200. So I will say laptop stroke desktop is 1200 what pixels. Okay, so we're gonna be working on these three screen sizes here. Okay, these three screen sizes. So if we want something, if we don't want something to appear on the desktop, we can put a command, okay, in CSS, a CSS property. We can put a code if we don't want something to appear on the mobile, or if we want something to appear on the desktop or laptop and does not want something to appear on the mobile. Okay, so I'll just be giving an example here. So I go to the browser, and let's say I don't want this to appear on our mobile phones. Okay, so I minimize this. You can see it's still appearing on our mobile phones. Okay, and I'm using the mobile screen of 500. So I will target working with the 500. Okay, so I can come to the code anywhere in this where it is linked in the CSS, and I can put this command. I can say at media screen, okay, and so I'll target this 500. I can say either max screen or minimum screen. So max screen is simply means max width. Max width simply means at the maximum width of 500 pixels, I want these things to happen. Okay, so we go back to our HTML and target this class. What's the class? Heading. Okay, so I copy this heading, and I go back and I say dot heading. okay, because the class name. Remember, we don't want this to appear, okay, on the mobile screen size. Okay, so this is about 500 pixels thereabout. This is about 800 pixels, and this is full desktop or laptop. So we go back and we say display none. Okay, so we go back and we see, you can see it has disappeared. But if we increase the screen size, you can see it has come back. Okay, so max width is what? 500 pixels. This is for mobile phones, so it has disappeared on the mobile phones with screen size of 500. Okay, so if we want to increase it to maybe the tablet, we can say 500, and we can say, sorry, we can say 800 pixels. So we go back, and it's also going to disappear on the tablet till it gets to the desktop, okay, which is like a minimum of 1200. Okay, so over 800, so by 900 pixels it's going to appear. So this is about 900 pixels, so this is about 800 pixels, which is like a basic tab screen size, screen width, sorry. So I hope you guys are following.
Yes, sir, we're following.
Okay, so maybe some of you are already familiar with responsive design, so I'm just going to teach it again. So that's it for the screen sizes. So we can do a lot of stuff. So take example, we want to change the color of this on the mobile designs. Okay, we want to change the color of this tech bootcamp or something. Okay, so what can we do? We can go and extract, sorry, let me just accept somebody. Okay, so we can go and extract the class name of this tech news. So we can say, what is it, parent. Okay, so we copy it and we'll do the same thing for parent. So we go back, I'll put a dot, and we can say background color. Let me just use a very random color. I can say aqua. Okay, so you can see, but it's not looking very nice. You can even change the color to black. Okay, oh, okay, you can change the colors to black. So you can see at the mobile screen and the tablet screen, sorry, both tablet and mobile screen, okay, it's showing a aqua background color, but if you go back to the desktop, it's showing black. Okay, so that's one of the ways to use a responsive design. Okay, so the responsive design is mostly used for the menu, and used for to arrange elements in different mobile responsiveness, to make sure that everything is being all things being equal in the mobile screen, desktop screen, and the tablet screen. Okay, so that's for the max width. There's something also known as minimum width. Okay, so we can use both minimum width and maximum width. So take example, I want to use a maximum width of 800 and a minimum width of 500. Okay, so I can put an and here, so I can say min width, I can say 500 pixels. So this will be only effective from the minimum width of 500 pixels to a maximum width of 800 pixels, which is like using let me just put this at 900. So this is like using this for tablets. Okay, so most basic tablets will be like minimum of 500 to maximum of 900. Okay, so the minimum of 500, this is going to be effective. Anything smaller than that, okay, let me even use 600. Let me use 600. Okay, so this is about okay, mobile screen. Okay, so take example, we want to use this command or want to use this feature only for tablets, okay, with screen sizes of or weight of 600 to 900. Okay, so you can see it's only effective on tablets, so by the time we go back to desktop, it's all okay. Okay, so somebody wants to join. Admit. So I hope I'm following the responsive design. So we now know the 3 screen sizes for desktop, laptop, and a tablet. Another thing I want to do, I want us to work on contact form. I want us to work on these other pages. So if you check, they're very empty. So let's see if we can put a contact form here and also make it work, and let's see if we can work on this footer to make it more presentable. Okay, so let's work on the footer first, then we work on the other pages. Okay, so we go to the footer and we see quick links. I'll just give this a class. I'll give this a footer header. I'll copy the same class and also replicate it. Copy. I'll replicate it here. Okay, so I'll come here. This for the footer. So I paste this. Okay, so I'll just say color. Let me say font size. I can say 25 pixels. Let's see. Okay, so 25 pixels, and let's see if we can remove this UL on other list display items here. Okay, so remember, this is just for the home page. We'll have to replicate the footer in the other pages. Okay, so we'll have to copy this footer again and paste it in the other pages, so that's why it's not showing in the other pages. So I would work on this. So footer menu, copy. So I would say to remove this, I'm targeting this. I'm also using a descendant selector. I'm targeting this and this. Okay, so I'll use footer menu. I'm targeting LI. I'm targeting A. So by this, I've been able to target from the class name down to the A tag. So obviously what I'm removing first is text decoration. I'm saying none. Sorry, text decoration none. Okay, so it has gone out, and I'm also changing the color to black. Okay, all right, and I'm giving it maybe a weight of something more significant, so I can say font weight. It's let me just increase the font size instead. Font size, let me use 20 pixels. Okay, now I've done that for the first one, and let me remove this list item, the LI. Okay, so I'm using the descendant selector. I'm also targeting only the LI. So there's an error. Okay, I fixed that. So that's footer. menu li. Okay, dot footer menu li. So I'm using something they call list style type. I'm removing it to none. Now this is a list style type, this dot. So for an ordered list it shows dot, for ordered list it shows numbers 1 2 3 4. So this is another list. Okay, so I'll just remove this and I can put none. So if I were to go back, it has disappeared. So this looks neater. Alright, this looks neater. I'll also try and see if I can add a hover over this. Okay, so let's do the same thing for this one. Alright, let's do the same thing for this one. So company, copy the class, li. Okay, by using the descendant selector li and a. Okay, so li and a. Okay, so I can use what I used here. There's no need even doing everything again. So I can just copy this, copy, and I paste this. So it's the same thing here, and I go back. I do the same thing here. Company, li. I copy this. Okay, that's to remove these items here, and I do the same thing here. So that's gone out. Now I want to put also a padding on top within this footer here, and maybe give some spaces within these elements. Okay, so I can just use padding top. Can use 5 pixels. Let's see. All right, so this looks good. I do the same thing for here. Li, padding top, 5 pixels. Okay, so here is where our responsive design comes in. Okay, so like this is not looking very good. I will never build a website like this with somebody. All right, so we can stack these quick links on top this company. Okay, we can put the company below. Okay, so this is where our responsive design comes in. So we can use by default, this is on display flex. Okay, so if I were to go to the parent of that footer, what is the parent? This is the footer wrapper. Okay, so let me go and see what I put in footer wrapper. Footer wrapper, display flex, justify content, and all that. So in our responsive design, we can work on this footer wrapper. Okay, so let's just say we want it at tablet screen. Okay, so let me just use tablet screen and phone screen. So I can say tablet screen and phone screen. Okay, so I use at media screen, oh sorry, and let's say max width 800 pixels. So I paste this inside. Now on the responsive design, I want this to be stacked on top of this. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll change the flex direction to column. By default it's on row. Row is the horizontal flex direction, column is the vertical flex direction. Okay, so you see why responsive design is needed. Okay, so by default I can say flex direction column. Okay, so this has changed. All right, so we just need to work on the the height and auto and all that. So justify content. Remember, align is for the vertical, okay. Justify content is for the what, horizontal, okay. But when we reverse it to flex direction to column, justify becomes for the vertical, align becomes for the horizontal. So if we want to make this to the center now, we'll simply use align, okay. So I can say align items center. So you can see it's aligned to the center now. So now we don't need to work on increasing the footer height to make sure it fits this, okay. I will normally keep it on auto, so I don't know why it's not working. So footer, where's the footer? Footer height is auto, so footer wrapper is 150 pixels. So we can also work on this footer wrapper, okay, on the responsive design. So on the responsive design, we want it to maybe 300 thereabout. On the responsive design, I want this to be 300 pixels. 300 pixels. So we can see. Are you guys following? Are we following?
Yes, sir, we are following.
Okay, so let me see who's here. Niabong, welcome. Somebody requested to join. Let's see. Okay, Chidera, welcome. Roy, welcome. Okay. So, Mr. Temple, do you have any question? Anybody has any question?
No, Abraham said that he wants to join. I don't have any question. I'm understanding it.
Okay,
I'm following.
Abraham. I think I tried to accept him. Tell him to try and join again. Tell him to try and join again.
All right, so I've told you.
Okay. Let me accept him. Forget about this infinite screen. It's always like that. But when I go back to my desktop, it's going to be okay. So, let him try and join again. Okay, so you guys can see the importance of responsive design. Okay, so on the desktop it's looking quite different, but when we get to the tablet it's also looking quite different. Alright, so we can see the importance of responsive design. Now I would try to see how we can work on the other pages. Okay, I'm trying to see how I can work on the other pages. Let me just let me see. Okay, so let's see how we can work on the other pages. So the about is pretty much empty. Go to our about page, it's pretty much empty. So let me copy the other footers. Have not changed, so I'll copy them and I'll copy the footer and paste it in the other pages so that everything is going to be aligned. What did we? Okay, we didn't add anything. That means no need copying. Okay, I'll copy. We added class names, okay, to this H1. So instead of putting a individual class again, I'll copy everything. So that's the difference. So I copy this about, I paste it, blog. paste this. Contact. So I'll be showing you guys how to use contact form without back end. Okay, how you can use contact form through a third-party service without back end. So it's gonna be working just fine. Although that's not the industry standard, but it's anything that is at least acceptable, in minimum, acceptability is understood. So let's see if our other pages are okay. So our other pages are okay. Go to about, is okay. Go to blog, is okay. Go to contact, is okay. Go to home, is okay also. So let's work on the about. Okay, so these are about pages, kind of oh, so our icons are not showing, so we'll link also the icon bars front as one. About, blog, contact me. So everything should be working just fine now. Okay, about, blog. So it's working just fine. So let's work on the about. Go to the about page, and let's see. Okay, so now for the about, I'll just use something quite simple. I'll give it the class name of about us. Okay. Oh, let me put it here. About us. Okay, so I'll also put something I'll call breadcrumbs. Okay, I think Abraham has joined now. So breadcrumbs are simply just helps in page navigation. So I can say home, about us. Oh, sorry. So I'll give this a special styling. About. So we go back. So this is like breadcrumbs. Okay, do you understand now? So I'll just create something. I'll copy this class and I'll create something. So in the CSS, I can say this is for about or styling. Okay, so that's just for the uppermost section. So we can say a width of 100%, a height of let's say 100 pixels. I can give it a background color of black. Let me use a decimal instead, and I can give it a general color of white. Mr. Abraham, welcome.
Good evening to you, sir.
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm good.
Okay, thank you for joining. So I will
You're
just
welcome.
say 150. Alright, so now I'll use Flexbox and put this to the center. Okay, and I'll use some styling to make sure that this is okay also, because our header and our first section here has the same color, so I'll do something about that also. So I've given this let's use display flex. I'm trying to push everything to the center. Justify content, center. Align items, center. Okay, so we can see it's in the center. Now to put this under this is where our knowledge of flexbox also comes into play. Okay, so I can change the flex direction, which is also going to affect whatever we're doing here. Flex direction is what's column, so this is going to be stacked under each other. Okay, and we can also give it a gap. A gap of gap is to give some space. So let's say a gap of 10 pixels. Alright, so I would like to put a border at the top and at the bottom here. Okay, so I can give this a border. I can just give it solid. I can give it this orange color. I can give it a weight of 2 pixels. Okay, so you can see the border. Now I just want to make the border just the top and the bottom here, so I'll just give other borders have to be none. So I can say border left none, border right none. Okay, so we can see that. So this is for the uppermost navigation. All right, the uppermost navigation to help us know which page. So if we're able to go back, so about us looks much better now. So let's just put a random content in the about us page. I can come here and I can say about us content. So I can say about content. Okay, so I can just give this another class inside. Okay, I can say about section 1. Okay, so I can put a h1 here and I can say something like who we are. Alright, so who we are. So we go back. Alright, so I can put a p tag here and generate something inside. So I can say lorem 40. Now 40 is too small. I can say lorem 400 alt z. Alright, it's a little bit big. Alright, so this can work. I'll try to use align items, the same thing. Instead of using display flex, I can simply align this with HTML to the center. Align center. That's also very much permitted. Okay, so I'll give a border around this section 1 here. Section 1 about content, section 1. Normally it's good to get separate CSS for the other pages if you're building a static website, so this is not very recommended, but for the purpose of this, let's just use this. Section 1, I can say padding left, I can say 20 pixels, padding right, 20 pixels. Okay, so this looks much better. So I'll just try and see how I can replicate this by adding maybe a mission statement, core values and all that. So about us, I'll copy this. About section 1. Okay, so I'll just type here mission. Okay, so I'll put something. Okay, so this can be okay for the mission. Remember, this is just lorem. Lorem is just a junk text we can use to put as placeholder text. So I'm leaving it the same. Section 1, copy. So we can say our vision is a vision of a blog. Right. So now I need to give space between the uppermost part and the lower part. So we can go back and put the section 1. We can say margin top 25 pixels, margin bottom 25 pixels. Okay, so I'll make this a little bit longer, and this one also the same thing. So copy. All right, so are we following? Okay, so now this is just, I'm just putting some junk text in all the pages so that the pages are not just blank. Okay, we're going to be having an official CSS project. I'll be posting the UI of what we're going to be building next week, or sorry, this week, and we try to see how we can code it from scratch. So it's going to be far more organized. This is just for tutorial purposes. Okay, so it's good to plan your websites, plan the font you want to use, plan the colors you want to use, plan everything you want to use, so that it's going to be looking good across all screen sizes. Okay, so here I'll prefer to put a drop down menu here.
Yeah.
Who is saying something?
Are we getting? Hope we are getting this class, because I didn't start from the beginning.
No.
Getting it on screen.
Yes. I started recording this, from 8:45. So it's gonna be ending very soon. So I'll be extending the call. I've set up another meeting. So if you can join, you can rejoin the meeting. To complete whatever we are doing here. So this is for the about page. Okay, this is for the about page. So I would like us to go to the blog page and do the same thing we've done in the about here. Okay, so I can go back the blog page. Okay, the blog page. Alright, so we also wrap this around the div, so I can say blog X. Okay, I put a breadcrumbs here. You can start that one later. Copy. So I'll just be using the same features I use in the about us. Copy. So end of about us. Blog page Okay, so the about us, so copy this, copy, paste. So everything should be well replicated here. Alright, so this is what I was looking for. So for the blog, I would like us to just copy whatever is here. This is our blog post, and paste it there because of time. So okay, so I'll just go to the home page and copy this. Okay, so I can copy from here, section 1. Let me just copy everything and delete what we don't want. Okay, apart from this, copy. I don't copy the name, so the blog. I paste this. Okay. Okay, we can delete this out, and we can also delete this out. So the blog should carry the exact same thing at the home page. So let's say our blog. Okay, we can delete this first one out. So this meeting is going to be ending soon, but I've created another class, so you can rejoin. I'll be posting the link right now. Sorry. So, still showing. Okay, so when it's done, I'll just recreate that one. Okay, so let's see. Okay, for the about, I want to remove it. Okay, this part. Alright, so we have our about, and we have our blog. So the last thing I'm going to be doing is just the contact page. Alright. Okay, so let's work on the contact page. Contact us. I give it a class name. Contact us. Okay, so I copy this. Okay, Okay, let's also make the correction on the blog here. Okay, blog. Okay, so this is what I was looking for. Go to our blog, we'll copy this, and I can say blog and here. So this class is going to be ending very soon, so I'll just create another class and make sure you guys rejoin. I don't know whether that one, the link is kind of broken. So this will be contact us. What class did I give this name? Contact us. Okay. So I'll just copy the same thing. Okay, so that's perfect. Okay, let me just create another class so that this one does not let's see. So you guys should just, I'll end this class so that it doesn't take us unawares, and we'll create something new. So guys, rejoin from the group. Rejoin from the group. The class is recording again. So I stopped at creating the contact form. So I'll be teaching you guys how to use a contact form without backend, okay, to make it very workable. So just pay attention to this last part, okay? And we'll also be checking on the responsive design of this when we are, finalizing everything here. I'll also try to see how we can use entrance animations to this. Okay, so for the contact us, I'm going to be creating another div here. I'll call this contact.
We can't see your screen.
Oh, thank you. I'm sharing the screen now. Alright, can you see my screen now?
Yes, sir, we can see.
Okay. Isaiah, thank you for notifying me. I didn't just, started a new class. It didn't come to my mind. So, contact form, and I'll call this form. Alright, action. The method I'll be using here, this is for all backend, but it's gonna be very useful. Post. Okay, so post is kind of encrypted, while get is kind of public. So I'll just use maybe full name, so I can use input, text, so I can use the placeholder here. I can say enter your name, BR. Okay, you guys remember what BR is for again? What's BR for again?
I think it's for line break.
Did you say you think?
I'm very sure.
Mr. Isaiah. Okay,
Yes.
BR is for line break. Okay, you're very correct. So we can say enter your name, enter your phone, okay, enter your email, BR, okay. So input type, we can say tel. That's for telephone. We can say enter your phone number. Okay, that's a BR. Okay, so I think this 3 is okay. Let me just add where users can enter a message, but let me add a label, because text, so I can say your message. Okay, add another BR. I can say text area. Add another BR. Okay, and I can say input. What type is it? Submit. This is another way to create button. So what's the value? We can say send. Alright, let me give, now I'm going to be giving this a name also, which is very important. Okay, so name, I can say full name, but let me just use full name. Enter your full name. I copy this. Alright, I paste this. So it's very important for using that contact form without backend. So this name is very important. So we can say email, and we can say phone number, name, message. Now we're doing all this without even looking at the front end. So contract. All right, but you know, I'm trying to be very innovative here, so that we don't go back and front. So no, guys, this is it. Another thing I want us to do is try and style it. Okay, if I enter a website and look at this kind of contact form, I'll be afraid to even put my information here. So let's try and style it, but let's try and give some spacing and put it to the center. So this is the reason why I wrapped it around the div here. So contact form, we can say display flex. Okay, and we can say justify center. So let's go back and see. Okay, perfect. Now give a space around it. You can give a padding. So padding top and bottom. Padding top. I can say 50 pixels. Padding bottom. I can say 50 pixels. Alright, so that's okay. So we'll try and style it and see. Before that, let's say and here. Okay, so now, right before that, we give these class names. Okay, so to make it easier for us, I can give this very similar class names. So I can say input form. I can copy the class name, copy, paste, paste. I'll leave this. I'll give this a different class name. So I can say text area form. Okay, so I want to make this quite a little bit stylish, so we can say btn form. Okay, so input form, I copy input form, and try to give it a width and height. So about this. So I give it a width. Let's give it a width of 400 pixels, which would be okay in all screen sizes. Okay, and I give it a height of let's say 50 pixels. Sorry. Alright. Oh, why is it not working? Input form. Sorry.
So you've missed one S
Oh,
in your.
yes, thank you.
That's
I
fine.
made a very big mistake here. Please, any mistake, you guys should just flag it off. I can see it. Alright, so those are one of these bulbs in front end. So I think it should work now. Wow, so it's way too wide. Okay, I like the width actually. So let's try and make it a little bit stylish. So I want to remove every single border apart from the bottom border. Okay. So here's what I want to do. I can say, let me just include the border I want. I can say there's a color I want, and I also want to make it solid. I want to give it a 2 pixels, and that's it. Okay, so I want border left to be none. I want border right to be none. I want border top to be none. Okay, so okay, this is how I want it to be. Does it look good? We can actually add a background picture here, but I think I'll just leave it as it is. So I'll try and work on this other one too. Text input area. So text area form, copy, and so I'll basically, let me just try and do the same thing here. Copy. So width is 400. I'll give it a height of, let's say 200. Oh, that's 2000. And I'll do the same thing. The only difference that I'll remove this. Okay. So this is how our form is going to look like. Alright, then we'll work on this button. What class name did I give it again? btn form. Okay, btn form. Okay, so btn form. So this is a button. I'm gonna give it a width of let's say 100 pixels, a height of 40 pixels, a background color of black, a font color, font color of this. Do the border none. Right, so that's it. So now I want to make everything required. Okay, I want to make everything required. So required to make sure it's impossible that people will be able to submit this form without filling their information. So required. Are you guys following?
Yes, sir, we're following.
Okay, if you're following, you can just indicate with an emoji. You can indicate with an emoji. So something like this. Yeah, that's great. Tempo, I can see you. Okay, that's great. Abraham, are you following? Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. So now we have a basic contact form here. All right. So I know many people don't know if it's possible, or you've seen somewhere that you can you can create a workable contact form without a back end. It's very possible. So here's how you do it. There are third-party websites I can recommend, but the safest I can recommend is this guy is known as FormSpree. Okay, so if you're following the class, you can sign up. All right, sign up with them, and you can just test it around. So when you sign up, you can create a new project here. Okay, a new project. You can give this project a name. So let me just call this contact form project. Right, you create a new project. So inside the new project, you can create contact form URL for this action. So now let me explain this contact form very well. You can look at this form tag. Okay, there's an attribute known as action. Now if we were to, when we go to back end, we're going to post the URL we want our information to go, possibly a database, MongoDB or SQL, and we link it back to our back end. Okay, or you can just link it straight to the back end and for testing purposes. Now this post method, it's used for encrypting, to make sure that if the information that is being sent here is being encrypted. So we have another method known as get. Okay, get means it's open. Okay, but standard website will use what? Post. Okay, so we're going to be generating an action here from our third-party website here. Okay, so we're going to be creating a new form. So I'll call this testing. Okay, and I'll just use my second email here. I'll create the contact form. So I've created it. So when I create it, I'll just copy this URL for the action, or you can just simply type copy and we paste this. Okay, so when we paste this, we save it and we'll go back and we'll test our contact form. Right, so full name, let me use Isaiah, or let me use who is here, Isaiah Temple Iniobong. Let me use Iniobong. Happen. Your email, you can just use the junk email. We can say living spring at gmail.com. Okay, your phone number, we can use any random phone number. Let's say 00. All right, then your message, you can say testing this. All right, I will click on send. You can see our contact form is working now. Okay, so the form was submitted successfully. So we go back. Now there's also a way to add a thank you page, but I'll be doing that in this class. So if we go back to FormSpree and refresh, you see that our message has come into the FormSpree. Okay, so our message has come into the FormSpree. So you can see this is a project we created here, and we'll go to testing. So we have one message. What's the message? livingspring.com in Yabong. This is the information we fill on our website. Message delivered. So it's also delivered to this email. So if we go and check this email, I won't be opening this email, but if you check the email that is attached to this sign up for this FormSpree, the details of this contact form is also going to be there. But this is an alternative way to use contact form without back end. Okay, so at least our contact form is working even if it's a static website. Okay, so I've talked about responsive design. I've talked about adding other pages here. We'll also talk about the contact form without back end. Okay, so I really wanted to talk about other things that we have not used. Okay, so I want to create some animations. Okay, some animations here that will make the website a little bit okay. So I want to make this welcome to living blog technology. I want to make it a little bit animated. Okay, are we following? For following, simply indicate. That's good. Indicate by raising up your hand with an emoji. Perfect. So I want to make this home page animated. Okay, so welcome to LVG blog. Okay, I'm gonna be cleaning this. Alright, and I'm trying to see how I can make it animated. So I go to heading, I copy, and I go back to the main. I think I put something here. Heading. Okay, so I want to put the animation close to here. Alright, so I'll just say heading animation. Alright, so I paste this heading. Is there any need? I'll just put the animation here. So I paste this heading. Okay, let me use this heading, and I use one of these features in CSS, okay, known as after, okay, or before. After or before, but I'm going to be using after. Okay, so after is one of the ways to insert one of the pass-through elements, okay, like first line, last line, selection, before. So I'll be using all of them. Okay, so to add an after, you simply put a double and you put after. Alright, so this is one of the ways to insert content. So we can say content. Alright, then we can add our content here. So I can paste something like welcome. You can see, okay, one of the ways to insert content through CSS. So I'll be creating an animation that will make this change. So I'll just put like 4 different words here. So I'll put this inside our animation, but before that, let us create our animation. So our animation, we give it an animation name of flow. Let me just use flow. Animation duration, I give it 7 seconds. Animation timing function, I give it infinite. Then give it linear. Alright, so I create at media, at keyframes, and we point down to our animation name, which is what flow. Okay, so now at 25%, okay, I want to copy this and I paste this. Okay, oh sorry, at 25%, so I can say welcome to tech blog. Okay, we give the best tech news. Copy. paste this. I'll make this like 50%. We'll give the best tech news from web development. Copy. 75. To digital marketing. And finally at 100%. Instead of writing this again, let me just copy this. Copy. Paste. At 100%. Data analysis. And let me use this pretty and data analysis. So okay, so to make this work, I'll copy this and paste it here. I'll have to delete this. So we're using one of the Persuade elements known as what? After. Okay, so it's kind of blank, so you can see, so it's animated now. Okay, so and data analysis, welcome. It's too fast, so I'll just make it longer. I'll give this like 10 seconds or 15 seconds. All right, I refresh this. Give the best tech news from web development to digital marketing. Alright, are you guys following? Indicate if you're following.
Okay.
Alright, so this is one of the ways to use animation. So we're also going to be using animation for this other ones. Okay, we're going to be using what we call entrance animation. Okay, so for this ones, this is the home page, main parent. So I can give this an ID of parent 1. Okay, so try to create an animation for this parent 1. Now you go into the website, you can see some content sliding from the side. We'll just be using this for an example. Okay, for this other ones here also. So let me just use so don't worry if I'm too fast, don't worry, I'll make the source code available to everybody. So animations for main content. Okay, main parent 1. So I'll just be creating an animation for this animation. I'll give it a name of slider, duration of 3 seconds, infinite and linear. Okay, so at keyframes slider. So at 0%, let me even check the position. Okay, there's no need. Let me just give it the position of relative, right? So at 0%, I want to give it a left of minus 400 pixels. Then at 100%, I want to give it a left of 0. Okay, so I've taught you guys how to use position, left, right, center. So let's check if it works. Oh, it didn't work. What must be wrong? Okay, so I go back and I check parent 1, fake news, bootcamp. Let's see. Parent 1. Let me try imagine and see. I'll make it run only once. Okay, so let's see. Alright, I'll also add a transition here. Transition, I'll say 0.3 seconds. Let's see. Are you guys following?
Yes.
Just indicate if you're following, put a smiley. Okay, I can see you, Isaiah. So okay, so alright, I can see you, Roy. That's great. So you can see the use of animations. Okay, I was trying to class using an ID for this, but I don't know why it was not working. But I've used it for all of them, so you can see how beautiful this can look. You go into a website and something like this. So this is just a basic front-end website. What did you say?
I have a question.
Okay, what's your question, Abraham?
Yeah, what you were trying to do after selecting the class name,
Okay.
yeah,
Mm.
you use ID to select it again. Does it work? Like, is it possible?
Okay, let me see. Hold on. Oh, okay, here was the mistake. Okay, I was supposed to use an ash. Was that your question?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so here was a mistake. So that's why it was not working. Sorry. Alright, thank you for the correction. So this is actually okay. I was supposed to use this. Oh, I was wondering why it was not working. Okay, so since I've used it for all of them, then there's no need of this again. Alright, thank you, Abraham. So guys, that was a mistake by me. You don't use hash for ID. You don't use, sorry, a dot for ID. You use an hash for an ID and a dot for a class. Okay, so I was wondering why it was not working, but I've used it for all of them, so they're all working now. Any other question? Does anybody have any other question?
One question I have is,
Okay.
there was a time you used, before now, you used we or 100%, then high, you use pixel. Well, how does it work?
Okay, here's the thing. The width, there are different positions, okay, in CSS. Okay, so there's the position sticky, there's the position relative, there's the position fixed, there's the position static. Okay, so the width percentage works for all positions. Okay, that is for percentage, so you can use 100%, you can use 50%, you can use 25%. Okay, but the height only works for the fixed position. Okay, so that's a very good question actually. So take example, I want to make one of these positions fixed, or let me just create something very new here. Let me create something new here. So this is just the home page, and I want to make you understand this. So I want to create something like a page loader or something, so I can just put a class name here and call it loader. Okay, I can just give this copy. Okay, so now I can say position what relative. Okay, are you following me? I can say width
Yes.
is 100%. Okay, and I can say height is what 100%. Okay, and I can give this a width of sorry, I can give this a background color, sorry, background color of black. All right, and let me say I give this a z index of 999. Okay, so I go back. Oh, okay, so you can see nothing happens. All right, okay, let me even give it a height. So now give it a height of 100%, nothing happened, right? But let me give it a height of 50 pixels. You can see it now has a height. All right, do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, now for the position fixed, put your element in one place. Okay, so it ignore every other element and all that. So we can now use the percentage here. So if we were to say 100% to occupy the entire screen, all right, you can see that. So if we were to adjust the top to be, let's say 0, that's occupy the entire screen. All right, can you see that?
Yes, sir.
So it only, the percentage for the height only works for the position fixed. Okay, it only works for the position fixed. So I hope that was a good demonstration. All right, so this is used in creating page loader. So if I wanted to even create a page loader, those that have not gotten to JavaScript, this is what I'm going to use. All right, so take example, I want to create a page loader. I can just say dot loader child. All right, so I'm just using this for demonstration purposes. So this is what you can use to create a page loader. I can copy this, I can create an opacity here, I can put a comma, I can put 0.7 in the opacity alpha, so it's a little bit visible. All right, so I can now do something. I can put this display to be flex. Okay, I can put justify content center, align items center. Okay, so I can also paste this. Okay, so this is just, I'll delete it, but I just want to show you what this position fix can be used for also. So I can say a width of let's say pixels, a height of let's say 100 pixels. Okay, a border of solid, a border of solid, and I can say a border right color of let's say orange, a border left color of let's say the same orange. Okay, so we just add maybe a border radius, sorry, not breaking our website. Okay, so little child height, oh sorry, 100 pixels. Okay, so we can say border radius 50% is to create a circle kind of. All right, so we can just create a simple page load. I will delete this will not be part of I just want to show you what this position fix can be used for. So I can create a very short animation here to spin the center of this. So I can say spin linear infinite, let's say 1 second. So animation, sorry, after keyframes, spin. Okay, so I'll just go straight to 100%. There's no need for putting 0% because I only want one thing. So I can say transform, rotate. So I want it to rotate 360 degrees. Okay. Okay, so Mr. Abraham, you're the one that asked the question, right? Sorry, my network was acting up.
Okay. I thought maybe you left already.
No. My network was acting up. So I just created a page loader. I didn't even know that the line was even off. So this is one of the things you can use the fixed width for. Okay, so I don't want this to be part of the lecture because we need JavaScript to remove this. Okay, so I'll just be deleting it and I'll end the class here. So sorry if I made some mistakes. That's part of the coding process. You can make some mistakes and go back to where's the code. Okay, loader. So I'll just delete this out. So I hope you're satisfied with everything that we have done today.
I will not say completely.
What did you say?
I will not say I understood completely.
Okay. All right.
I will not say I understood completely.
Okay. So I will make this video available. Everything that we have said here has been recorded. I'll make it available on YouTube so you can rewatch it if you don't understand. I know I was a little bit fast, but that's because of time. This meeting is also going to be ended. So I will see how we can do a CSS project and encompass everything that we have learned so far. All right. Thank you so much for joining. I'll be ending here. Thank you, Roy. Thank you, Niabong. Thank you, Isaiah. Thank you, Abraham. Jerome, and the rest of
Thank
you
you.
guys that joined. Thank you very much, and I'll see you guys in the next live class.
Thank you very
So,
much, sir.
if you have any issues, you feel free to message me, email me, contact me. Um, I'll be there to answer any question. Okay. So Abraham asked a very good question today, and you guys made some correction also in some mistakes I made in the code. So it's part of the learning process. It's good that you guys even identify those mistakes. So we'll be moving to JavaScript very soon, but I wanted to have a CSS project. This is just a basic website I wanted us to use for our understanding. So since we have the basic knowledge right now, we'll have everything more planned out. We'll have the UI of our website, and you know, take it on from there. So I guess you guys have
Okay.
mm,
So while posting this video, can you place the link, like the correct URL link of this website you are using
yes,
for
yes.
the
Yes,
tutorials?
yes, yes. Okay, our touch is not hosted live, it's just on my laptop. Okay, but our touch, the new source code, okay, the updated source code, the way you guys can download it and look at it. Okay, is that okay?
Yes.
All right, thank you very much. Is this Collins? Abraham?
Yes, you know.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. See you guys next class.